Today's video will show you how to create an even amount of foam over your coffees using a technique called splitting to create a beautiful dark crema canvas to really make your latte art pop. The technique we use when pouring our coffee can have a huge effect not only on the look but the flavour of our coffees. It's not just as simple as pouring a beautifully textured milk over your espresso base. Here I have 2 espresso shots ready to go, and I've textured enough milk to make 2 lattes. See what happens when I pour my textured milk into the first cup and then the second cup without splitting my milk. My first cup ends up with the majority of the foam and quite washed out, where my second cup foam level is thin, therefore making it weaker. This is where using an industry technique called splitting your milk can come in handy, not just for visual effect but also for flavour. So here again I have some beautifully textured milk, and I'm just going to split the top off approximately 1/3 of the volume, either into a smaller jug, or if you have a glass that will be fine if you don't have a smaller jug at home. So about 1/3 off. This is basically reserving some foam for my second coffee. Now keep in mind the amount I split off can change according to what I'm pouring. The pouring technique is now important as we want to bring the crema to the surface, which will not only make our coffee look great, but also make it taste great too. I'm going to start high with a slow flow, making sure my milk isn't touching the sides. And I'm going to go around in little circles, and this is going to help retain the crema and keep that really nice dark crema base. Then drop down to just above the surface of the crema at about 2/3 full, and speed up the flow of the milk, adding a bit of movement which will help create momentum to push my foam out of the jug. At this point, make sure you're increasing the flow of the milk, which will really help the pattern appear. We then end up with a nice dark crema base with a bright white dot in the centre and a good amount of foam. Now we need to add the split milk back into the jug and reincorporate the milk and foam by spinning it back together. This step is really important as the milk and foam can easily separate when sitting around too long. If there are any small bubbles, just tap them out. Now I'll follow the same technique to pour my second coffee. We now end up with 2 coffees with the same amount of foam that look great. Perfect this technique and you can then start to try some different latte art techniques.